graduate. Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
White and purple, yeah, I know you see it. You see the chaos and you tell yourself you wanna be it. I go to CHS, so I am a champ. I ran this game so long I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. Class of 1 and 2, but we're number 1. Shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's little easy peasy and that boy lay low.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm by my white and purple, Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the peak of the mountain, best at what we do. Yeah, we the champs, homie, but we ain't selling shoes. These boys bleeding purple, call us the cheapin' crew. They don't gotta do it big, cause I don't play with sports. I play my cards right, now a good report. When Dub 12 comes, it's time to roll off. I'm the back cause everybody rolling with me, Kahok.
Yeah, you know what it is.
All the freshmen, sophomores,
High school champions.
yeah, they know what it is.
All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
And a very good early evening, late afternoon to everyone, depending on your clock or your preference. My name's Todd Duke. Hey, how you doing? We are at O'Fallon Township High School tonight. We're going to bring you a little volleyball action as your Collinsville Kahawks get ready to take on the host Lady Panthers of O'Fallon High School. Once again, my name is Todd Duke. Welcome into the pregame show brought to you tonight by LC's Pub in Caseyville. Great food, great drinks, and great services served up daily at LC's Pub in Caseyville. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville. You can call them for carry-out orders. It is the dinner hour, so if you are like, what to make for dinner, what to make for dinner, what to make for dinner, well, LC's take some of that choice out of your hand. You can give them a call. Give them about 10, 15 minutes, and they'll have some food ready for you. That number, 618-855-9007. All right, the Kahawks come into this contest with an overall record of 10, 7, and 2. They are 2-2 in Southwestern Conference play under their fourth-year head coach, Katie Cease, who now has a record of 46 wins, 27 losses, and 4 ties. O'Fallon, they are an even 8-8 on the year. They are 3-1 in conference play. They are in third place right now in the Southwestern Conference under their second-year head coach, Natalie Ott. She is now 22-18. O'Fallon's in third place. Collinsville's in fourth place with that 2-2 record. Belleville West, unblemished thus far. They are 4-0 and sitting atop the Southwestern Conference, and Edwardsville right behind them with a 4-1 record. Lady Kahawks have been very busy as of late. Collinsville took third place in the Alton Invitational Tournament 10 days ago after going 3-2 in their matches with wins over Mattoon, Alton, and Hazelwood Central. Senior Talisha Gilmore and sophomore Avery Johnson were named to the all-tournament team. Lady Kahawks followed that up by going 1-1 in Southwestern Conference play with a 2-0 loss at Belleville West and then a 2-1 win at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium over Alton 5 days ago. Over this past weekend, Collinsville took part in the Orchard Farm Classic in St. Charles, Missouri. Lady Kahawks went 1-0-2 in that tournament, with the lone win being a 2-set win over Wright City. The 2 ties coming against Duchesne and host Orchard Farm. Collinsville followed that up with a 2-0 win at Father McGivney last night. Final score there was 25-19 and 25-22. O'Fallon started their season by winning 4 of their first 5 matches, including back-to-back Southwestern Conference wins over both Edwardsville and Belleville East. After the win over the Lady Lancers, the Lady Panthers fell to Nashville 2-1 to start the Edwardsville Tiger Tournament. That was on the 6th and 7th of this month. O'Fallon got a win over Bloomington before dropping a match to Columbia 2-1. Lady Panthers finished strong in that tournament, though, with back-to-back wins over Lincoln and Pleasant Plains. After a 2-1 loss to Southwestern Conference frontrunner Belleville West on the 10th of September, they went to Lincoln for another tournament, the Lincoln Invitational. O'Fallon had a good start with a win over Danville, but then went 0-4 the rest of the way in that tournament. That was followed up by a win over East St. Louis and a loss to Mater Dei. O'Fallon is 2-5 over their last 7 matches. Had a chance as we continue our senior interviews here for the Lady Kahawks volleyball team. Caught up with the libero on this year's team, senior Aubrey Johnson, and we will pass that conversation on to you next as the LC's Pub pregame show continues here on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? High school, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahawk fans, before, after, or even during Kahawk games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahawk games live, as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carry-out orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahawk fans' pub of choice. To celebrate the life of your loved one should be as special as the person they represent. That's why you will always find the staff at Her Funeral Home in Collinsville ready to go the extra mile to meet the needs of you and your family during those times. For over 100 years, Her Funeral Home has been there for Collinsville and the surrounding communities. Of the many arrangements made after losing a loved one, the first is the selection of a funeral home. The staff at Her Funeral Home in Collinsville can help with that planning. Call Her Funeral Home in Collinsville at 618-344-0187. Her Funeral Home, serving Collinsville families for over 100 years. 618-344-0187. All Pro Tees in Caseyville is your place for custom apparel and has been for over 20 years now. Why? All Pro Tees can handle any size project, big or small, and they specialize in large group orders. At All Pro Tees, quality is number one on their list of priorities, as is evident by their excellent service staff. Did we mention All Pro Tees has over 20 years of experience? They can even help with fundraisers and event merchandising for your group. And of course, All Pro Tees is your destination for everything Collinsville Kahawks. So for all of your apparel needs, for civic groups, sports teams, business outings, or even a family reunion, your apparel needs stop at All Pro Tees. All Pro Tees in Caseyville at 2240 South Morrison Avenue. Online at allprotees.com. Right across the street from Kahawk Stadium. All Pro Tees, 618-344-2200. VFW Post 1117 in Caseyville is one of the area's longest-running VFW posts. VFW Post 1117 in Caseyville is your place to meet and join other area veterans. Plus, VFW Post 1117 in Caseyville offers all kinds of activities to help our veterans, as well as engaging the public with fun, food, fellowship, and a great time for great causes. Blood drives, fundraisers, raffles, and a Queen of Hearts drawing every Wednesday night. Plus, VFW Post 1117 in Caseyville has event space for your parties, celebrations, and other get-togethers. For more information, check out the VFW Post 1117's Facebook page or call the Caseyville VFW at 618-344-9878. Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahok fans, before, after, or even during Kahok games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus, they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahok games live as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carry-out orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahok fans' pub of choice. And we welcome you back into the LC's Pub pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network. Little Southwestern Conference volleyball action is what we have for you as Collinsville has traveled to the lovely town of O'Fallon to take on the Lady Panthers of O'Fallon Township High School. We continue our senior interviews, and we've made our way up to number 10 on the old jersey list, and that would be Aubrey Johnson. She is a senior libero, 4-year varsity starter. How about that? All right, Aubrey. First of all, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Let's find out about your family, like I don't already know because I've interviewed Johnsons before, but let's recap mom, dad, siblings, pets.
Okay, so I have my mom, my dad. I have 2 sisters. Addie's a sophomore in college. Avery's a sophomore in high school. And then I have 2 dogs, Cooper and King.
What kind of dogs?
They're toy poodles mixed with Bichon Frises.
That was a foreign language to me, all over the place. All right, tell me a little bit about your volleyball story. How did you get started? How old were you when you got started, and who got you started?
Okay, so I went to a private school K through 8. So I started volleyball in 3rd grade. The age is supposed to be 4th grade, but we didn't have enough players, so I started in 3rd grade, and I played every year since.
All right, and I know your sister Addie, because her and I have done this already. A couple of years from now, I'll have Avery too. We'll get to do this all over again. Tell me about the little rivalry with you and your sisters in the game of volleyball. Do you guys push each other? Do you rib each other? Do you egg each other on?
Sometimes I think it's a mix of both. Sometimes we're very supportive of each other. Sometimes at practice we get a little snippy with each other, but in that case, if that happens, Katie makes us hug for like 10 seconds. It's really bad. I get so mad. It just makes me even more mad. Never helps, but gotta try something, I guess.
Tell me a little bit about the update on Addie. What's she doing these days, a sophomore in college?
She's majoring in finance, and she recently got an internship somewhere in Edwardsville for finance.
All right, cool. All about the money. All right, 4 years a varsity starter, man. You started when you were a freshman. Volleyball highlights I have for you. I had to do my homework, and I went through and I crunched all the numbers. So you have played in 61. Well, you played in 61 sets as a freshman, man, and you're very much up there now. So serves received over your 4-year career equals 955. You're probably going to break 1,000 this year. 92 errors. And that's good for 90.1%. But this is the one that impresses me the most. Your serves. 661 serves in your 4 years and only 20 errors. That is a 97.1% rate. How cool is that?
That's pretty good. I didn't even know that. That makes me happy.
46 aces, too.
Wow. Okay, that's okay.
All right, and so on the defensive side of things, you get a lot of serves served to you, which requires a lot of digging that ball out. And in your career, 565 digs. That's 2.6 per set. So what of all those stats is your favorite that sticks out to you, and why?
Probably the serve errors. I don't know why. I just feel like I missed more serves than, what was it, 20-something?
20.
Yeah, I feel like that's pretty impressive. Like 5 per year.
Yeah, I'm very impressed. I'm very impressed with it. Yes, 5 times 4 is that. Collinsville math education coming through there, kids. All right, time to move on to the favorite things category. These are your favorite things. What is your favorite sweet snack?
Airhead Extreme Bites. Has to be the bites.
That's, I think, the second one I've gotten already this year. Favorite salty snack?
Oh, I'm a big salty person. Me and my mom love our salt. I have a lot. Cheez-Its, Goldfish. Yeah, I'd say those 2.
So salty and cheesy. All right, favorite meal, breakfast, lunch, or dinner?
Probably lunch, because I'm always the hungriest at lunch.
All right, so what is for lunch? Who cooks it, or where do you get it?
Normally at school I just get pizza because nothing else is really good there.
You know what? I'll attest to that because we get pizza delivered at our school all the time. All right, favorite restaurant?
Probably Applebee's.
Always a good choice. Favorite music genre? What kind of music you like?
This sounds okay. I like country a lot, but like some sad music sometimes makes me happy.
Yeah, okay, that's an oxymoron if I ever heard one. All right, do you have a favorite musical group or artist?
I really like Zach Bryan, Billie Eilish. Yeah, I said that's my top 2.
All right, books or movies? What's your favorite?
Movies for sure.
Favorite movie?
Probably Matilda.
Okay. How about the future for you? What are you going to do once you graduate?
I want to be an elementary school teacher.
All right, cool. Shout out time. Who out there you want to say hi to?
My parents and my sister and my grandparents, because I know they're probably watching.
Good. I'm glad. I always like it when they watch. All right. What do you think of your season so far?
I think it's going pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it.
All right. You got O'Fallon tonight. This is a team that Collinsville has not beaten since 2011. You guys did get a set on them last year, which is the first time in a long time that you've done that. So tell me, how are you going to work things out with you and your teammates to maybe pull out that first win in 13 years?
We all need to give 100 and 1,000%. And we need to go for every ball, no ball touching the ground, ever. We need to keep our energy really high because normally they have pretty good energy, so we need to stay above their energy levels, and I think we can pull it off.
If you don't have any balls hit the ground ever for the whole night, I'll give you all the money in my pocket.
Okay, it'll happen.
Thanks for the visit. Good luck to you in your future.
Thank you.
That is Aubrey Johnson. She wears number 10 and plays the libero position for your Collinsville Cahoks. We'll take a break here on the LC's Pub pregame show. When we come back, we'll throw starters your way and more. All that coming up on the Kahok Sports Network.
Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahawk fans, before, after, or even during Kahawk games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahawk games live as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carry-out orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahawk fans' pub of choice.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future, to create your inheritance, to build your vision, to anticipate the known and unknown, and to find potential in both, and build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
Visit Brad Keene at his Collinsville office at 106 North Clinton or call 618-467-8420. Keep your ride shiny and clean with Extreme Details Vehicle Detailing in Collinsville. Owner Jay Merkel and his crew at Extreme Details believe in the value of community and in helping their community hold the value of their vehicles with a sharp-looking, clean ride that you and your community can be proud of. Extreme Details can handle any job, whether you drive a small car, an SUV, or even a bus or RV. No job is too big or too small at Extreme Details. Extreme Details offers scratch and oxidation removal, no matter what you drive. cars, trucks, motorcycles, boats, and more. Plus, Extreme Details can handle fleet vehicles for you and your company. Call Jay and the gang at Extreme Details at 618-977-1224. Check for periodic specials on the Extreme Details Facebook page. Put the shine in your ride with Extreme Details, 618-977-1224.
And once again, we welcome you back here to O'Fallon in the Panther Dome here at O'Fallon Township High School. My name is Todd Duke. Glad that you are with us this evening. Collinsville getting ready to take on O'Fallon. JV match was quick. Collinsville lost both 25-13 and then 25-21. That second set, man, that was a tightly fought battle the whole way. Collinsville was down 12-9. Got it tied at 14, took the lead at 16-14, and then we went 16-all, 17-all, 18-all, 19-all. Collinsville went down 20-19 and then 22-19, and Coach Brenda Swartz called a timeout, and then O'Fallon rattled off 2 more points to make it 24-19. Collinsville got a couple more to get it closer, but they could get no closer than the final score of 24-21. Here are your starters. We'll begin with O'Fallon. Olivia Thompson is a senior setter. Sophia Wadakatis is a senior defensive specialist. One of the middle hitters is junior Kennedy Walls. The other middle hitters, Gabby Belling, a senior, and Caden Chris, also a senior. Your outside hitter is Isabella Jones. They call her Belle Jones here. And she's a junior. And the only one I haven't mentioned, that would be the libero, Marin Price, who is also a senior. For Collinsville, your setter is senior Alyssa Huckleberry. Your outside hitter, Avery Johnson. She is a sophomore. Middle blockers, both seniors, Talisha Gilmore and Carson Mode. Your defensive specialist for the night is Addison Munoz, and your right side hitter is Lily Johnson. And our pregame guest, senior Aubrey Johnson, is the libero tonight. Collinsville on the left side of your screen, dressed in all purple. Numbers in white, have the word Collinsville written on the backs of their jerseys in white. And speaking of white, the only one out there wearing a white jersey is your libero, Aubrey Johnson. On the other side of the floor, O'Fallon has on white jerseys. Got a little mixture of yellow and blue on the sleeves. That midnight blue color is their numbers, as well as the shorts, except for the libero. She's the only one not wearing white, and that is Marin Price. We are underway. Collinsville serves Price gets it up there, and then Collinsville, Avery Johnson trying to keep it alive. Couldn't do so. Went out of bounds over the back of the Kahok bench, and O'Fallon has gotten on the board first. I don't know if you heard me say during the pregame interview, but Collinsville has not won a girls volleyball match against O'Fallon since 2011. They did win a set last year, and that was the first time in a while that Collinsville had at least won a set against the Lady Panthers. Collinsville gets it over, and Zakia McMorris, a freshman, is out there on the floor for Collinsville right off the bat. So one change. That was probably made right before game time, and O'Fallon goes up by a score of 2-0. Back to serve. That would be Sophia Wadakatis, defensive specialist, a senior. And Collinsville pops it up, and up to the front of the net it goes, and Alyssa Huckleberry gets it over. Collinsville has to go back to work. That's out of bounds, though, and Collinsville will pick up their first point of this game. Boys soccer team is at home, getting ready to take on Edwardsville. JV game currently going on. Zach Roseman on the Kahok Broadcast Club Students Network will have the call of the varsity match. Served by Collinsville and the freshman McMorris. And O'Fallon goes to work. Partial block up front, but nothing doing. And it's now 3-1 in favor of O'Fallon. Back to serve now for O'Fallon will be Gabby Belling. She is a senior middle hitter. Belling, second on the team in kills with 46. And she barely gets that one over the net. Those are hard to deal with. And then over on this side, Lily Johnson kind of was confused and got a hand on the ball at the last second, but that didn't help it propel it forward at all. And Collinsville goes down 4-1. Another serve coming up here from Belling. It's on the way, right down the middle, taken care of by Munoz. Over to the far side, Avery Johnson sends one across. Taken care of there by Watakaitis. And they send it over. Block over on the far side by both Gilmore and Avery Johnson. And another point belongs to O'Fallon. So the Lady Panthers are already up 5-1. And Belling back for another serve. She has that sinker on her serve. Taken care of by Aubrey Johnson. Blocked up front. Nice dig over there by Avery Johnson. Across the net it goes, and O'Fallon goes back to work. They'll just punch it over with a little touch. And now Huckleberry setting it up for Lily Johnson. And O'Fallon does a nice job keeping that alive. Now Belling gets it across. Aubrey Johnson sends it up front. And a setup for Gilmore, and that one is in. And Gilmore has her first kill of the night. Collinsville gets their second point. 5-2. That last match win came September 27th of 2011, 13 years ago. Almost to the day. We're 3 days away from the 27th. O'Fallon won the middle set 25-20. Collinsville got the first and the third sets. As O'Fallon punches it over, Collinsville keeps it alive. Avery Johnson gets it over on the final try. Into the middle. Libero takes care of it. Now the far side. Nicely done over there by Carson Mode on the block. And another partial block, and they're going to give that point to O'Fallon on a lift call, says the referee. 6-2 in favor of O'Fallon. That set win last year was in October right here on this very floor. Here is Allie Ham, a junior setter, serving it up. Taken care of by Avery Johnson, and Huckleberry sets it right back up to her, and a nice save over there by Ham, and then that one goes straight backwards. No one's going to get to that one. And Collinsville will cut the lead in half at 6-3 in favor of O'Fallon. All right, folks, I'm going to have to take a pause here. I'll catch up here in a minute. Apparently no one set up the huddle camera for Zach over at the high school, so I am taking care of that because that's kind of important. Well, of course, now I got to log in. Let's make it more difficult. Last time I used the huddle camera, I just clicked on it, and there it was. 6-4. Collinsville gets another point. I don't know why this thing just can't remember the passwords and stuff. I got to do this all the time. Oh, of course, wrong password, right? Scintillating stuff, I know. Oh, man, it's telling me I got a wrong password. Come on. It's the same password. Okay, that's what's going on. Man, oh man. 8-4. 9-4. Okay. Finally got into this app. I have the play-by-play of me trying to hook up this soccer game for Zach. So he's not going to be able to live stream. Sorry about this, folks. Tactical. Yeah, the name right, the time right. All right. 10-6. Collinsville could have came back and started winning this game, and I wouldn't have known until just now. And there's a timeout. That's normally time for me to play a commercial. So you know what? I'm going to play a small commercial. We're going to play a 30-second commercial. We're back here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Your home is where you feel happy, safe, and secure. So if you see signs of foundation problems like cracks or uneven floors, worrying is natural, and getting it fixed is crucial. Woods Basement Systems understands. We've been solving foundation worries since 1986. Woods experts have the training and equipment to make permanent repairs. So stop worrying, because with Woods, it's fixed forever. Foundation problems don't get better with time, they get better with Woods, the all things basement-y experts. Call or go to woodsbasementsystems.com today.
All right, back here at O'Fallon Township High School. Would have been nice to have that timeout while I was doing all that, right? It is now 11-6 in favor of O'Fallon. Collinsville hanging tough. And the libero back to serve for O'Fallon, taken on the far side by McMorris. And then set right back up to her, and she whiffed. Went right through it on a setup by Carly Altenberger. And that makes it 12-6 in favor of O'Fallon. I guess I missed a point there somewhere. Altenberger sets it up behind her for Carson Moe, but that went on the wrong side of the candy cane, so that is considered out of bounds. And O'Fallon now out front, 13-6. What happened here? Somebody take away a point on me? Or did I put it on the wrong side? 13-6, that's our score. Altenberger sets it up on the far side for McMorris. She just does a simple little shot over. Into the middle, and that one is hit too hard, and out of bounds it goes by Belling. So Collinsville does get that 7th point. And Carson Mode back to serve. Carson on the year, 108 serves, 14 errors, 17 aces. Avery Johnson leads in the aces department with 28. Belling sends it over. Avery Johnson saves it. Altenberger back to Johnson. She'll send it into the near side corner. Now over onto the far side sideline. Another nice job by Avery Johnson to keep that one from hitting the ground. And then it rolls down to Alicia Gilmore's back, and way too many hands touched it after that. 14-7 in favor of the Lady Panthers. Olivia Thompson back to serve for O'Fallon. Down the near sideline it goes. McMorris pops it up. Altenberger sets it back up to her. And then across the floor it goes. A nice little lob shot. Almost caught O'Fallon off guard. And then a double hit for O'Fallon will give Collinsville point number 8. And it's 14-8. Lily Johnson will come in, take the place of Altenberger. Whose serve is it? That would be Alyssa Huckleberry. She comes off the bench. Huckleberry on the year, 88.9% on the serves. And 8 aces. And there's another one. Probably behind on my stats. Huckleberry almost stripped and fell on her way over the service line. She serves up another one, does the Kahok senior, taken care of by the libero in the middle of the floor, and then pushed over with a palm by Belling. And now Huckleberry sets it up for Lily Johnson. That was probably going to go out of bounds. O'Fallon tries to stay with it. They do so. Nice job there by Price. And here is Talisha Gilmore with a nice kill, and there's going to be a violation against Collinsville, so take away that one for Talisha Gilmore. And it's now 15-9 in favor of O'Fallon. Way to Cadis, back to serve, and she serves it into the net. I had to wait for the PA announcer to announce her name before I knew how to pronounce it. Waitukaitis. That spells a mouthful. Here is McMorris to serve, and taken care of. Now moved up front and sent over. Nice job by McMorris. Looked like she was more surprised than anything, and then hit by Aubrey Johnson. That was kind of a miss hit there. It didn't go very far. maybe about 3 feet in front of her. 16-10 in favor of O'Fallon. O'Fallon back to serve and into the game. Sophomore Kayla Williams. They have her listed as a libero, an outside hitter, and a defensive specialist. She is like Jose Oquendo, the secret weapon. Here is Avery Johnson, back line, out of bounds. O'Fallon up 17-10. These two teams will meet a little bit later on at Collinsville. And right off the net. Nice job staying with it. Huckleberry sets it up behind her for Lily Johnson. Onto the near sideline. O'Fallon takes control of it, and they'll send it down, and that's a kill by Kennedy Walls, and that makes it 18-10. And a timeout called on the floor. We'll step aside as well. And we will be back here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Todd Duke here, proud member of the Collinsville Educational Assistance Association. Whether you call us teachers' aides, paraprofessionals, or educational assistants, it all comes down to one thing: taking care of students. More importantly, your student. Yes, we are there for the teachers, and we help them in any way possible. But our goals are in line with our teachers, in that we want to see our students succeed at not only being a student, but well beyond that as we ready them for the world outside of the classroom. We are Union Strong. We are Kahok Strong. We strive to help students reach their potential. We are the Collinsville Educational Assistance Association. Go Kahawks!
Back here at O'Fallon High School. Another serve coming up for Kayla Williams. She serves it near sideline, taken care of by Munez. Huckleberry sets it up far side to Avery Johnson. Nice dig over there by O'Fallon. A simple touch across, and trying to dig it out of there was Aubrey Johnson. I guess I don't have to give her all the money in my pocket now, do I? 19-10 in favor of O'Fallon. That is a hard task, man. We are never going to let the ball hit the floor all night. Good luck with that. I think Addie Munez was kind of indecisive there on how she wanted to hit that one, and by the time she made that decision, it was too late. Another serve coming up, 20-10 in favor of O'Fallon. Huckleberry sets it up behind her for Lily Johnson off of a partial block. O'Fallon keeps it alive, though. They'll send it cross corner. Nice dig over there by Munez. And now Aubrey Johnson has to get it across. She does. Set up front once again, and that's off of a partial block for Collinsville, and then it ends up going out of bounds after it was touched by the Kahawks. 21-10 in favor of O'Fallon. And Huckleberry for Avery Johnson, and that one goes straight up. And last opportunity here for O'Fallon. They'll touch it across. Huckleberry pops it up. Aubrey Johnson to Avery Johnson, her younger sister. That one's heading out of bounds, but a nice save. And then Gilmore almost managed to get that one to the floor, but nice save by O'Fallon, and then they'll send it on this near sideline. Belle Jones scorched one right down the sideline, and it found the empty spot back in the corner. 22-10. Into the back it goes. Aubrey Johnson picks it up, and it's kept alive, and nothing else could be done after that. Nice effort there by Huckleberry and company. Lily Johnson had that rough second hit, and Huckleberry tried to save it and couldn't. Griffin Gutjar comes into the game. Carson Mode was going to come in for a second, but they sent her back. Felicia Gilmore does come into the game. And another serve by O'Fallon. Munoz touches it first. Huckleberry, far side for Avery Johnson. She'll touch it across. O'Fallon back to work. Far side setup. Blocked by Collinsville. Nicely done there again. And nothing can be done after that one. And it's 24-10. Set point for O'Fallon. And yet another serve coming up here for Kayla Williams. She's been back there for a little while. Down the middle it goes. Munoz hits it first. Huckleberry over to the far side. Push for Avery Johnson. Into the corner it goes. And Collinsville been stuck on 10 points for a while, but that is no longer. They now have 11. Gilmore goes out. Or, yeah, does she? Okay, yeah. Gilmore goes out for Aubrey Johnson, and then Griffin Gujar goes out for Carson Mode. Aubrey Johnson ready to serve. Trying to stave off set point here. Down the middle it goes. Oh, Fallon back to work. And a big kill try there. Collinsville got a hand on it, did Huckleberry, and then Johnson sent it over to Munoz, who got it across in time. And then another kill shot down this near sideline. And 25-10 is the final score, as O'Fallon wins this first set. Set number 2 due to come your way next after we take a timeout here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Looking for a great place to watch the game with your crew? Look no further than the Lucky Fox Sports Bar in Uptown Collinsville. The Lucky Fox shows Collinsville Kahawk sports on the big screen, plus UFC fights, boxing, Cardinals and Blues, and all of the NFL games with the NFL ticket and enough TVs, you'll be sure to find the game you want. And the food? How about Taco Tuesdays, Wing Wednesdays, plus burgers and sandwiches, pizza, steak, and more, including great drink specials and the coldest beer in town. Plus, they have an in-house DJ on Friday and Saturday nights. Dine in and catch a game or order carry-out with the Lucky Fox. The Lucky Fox Sports Bar, 118 East Main Street in Uptown Collinsville. Open daily at 11 a.m. Check out the Lucky Fox Facebook page for daily specials. The Lucky Fox, 618-223-1948. Want to catch some of the best live music in Collinsville from a band of all Collinsville area residents? Look no further than Sonically Pleasing. Sonically Pleasing with former Kahawk Logan Carlisle, his dad Tim, along with Caleb Tanzius, play some of the best rock and roll hits from the 70s, 80s, 90s, and beyond. You can catch Sonically Pleasing at some of the area's finest venues, as well as book Sonically Pleasing for your private event or party. To put some music in your life, it's Sonically Pleasing. Check out Sonically Pleasing's Facebook page for upcoming live show dates and to book them for your special event or to call to book that event at 618-401-0052. Pleasing live rock music for your ears. Sonically Pleasing, 618-401-0052. Collinsville Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud Kahawk alums. Located at 1966 Vandalia, Collinsville Barbecue Supply is your one-of-a-kind barbecue headquarters that focuses on everything barbecue and cooking, providing the best American-made barbecue grills, in-person class instruction, smokers, rubs, sauces, accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts, including an in-house chef and pitmaster. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning sauces and rubs that supports our nation's first responder and military organizations that focus on the fallen, suicide prevention, and PTSD awareness. Stop on by, see the guys at Collinsville Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Collinsville Barbecue Supply, home of the 4-time world champion Patriot Sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at collinsvillebarbecue.com or call 618-855-8855.
Back here at O'Fallon High School, Todd Duke along with you. 1-0 in favor of O'Fallon as far as sets go. And Olivia Thompson will get us started here in set number 2. Collinsville needs to win this one to send us to a third and final tie-breaking set. Here is Huckleberry, sets it up for Avery Johnson, taken care of into the back line by Jones. And now sent over, and that one's out of bounds. Collinsville will have a 1-0 lead. And back to serve for Collinsville is Zakia McMorris. Down the near sideline it goes. That one's popped up, and nobody's going to be able to get to that one. Collinsville goes up 2-0. Oh, wow, they did get that over? I took my eyes off it at the last second because I didn't think there was a chance, but doesn't matter. Collinsville gets the point anyway. And the Kahawks coming out the right way here in set number 2, taking a 2-0 lead. McMorris, the freshman, gets the call up from the JV squad. And serves a lob shot on the way into the back line. O'Fallon sends it over. That's out of bounds too. Collinsville up 3-0. So McMorris will enjoy herself a little service time back there. Near side sideline. Popped up and sent over. That one almost didn't make it. Huckleberry sets it up behind her, and Lily Johnson takes care of it, but then the return block was too far off of a Collinsville block, and it went out of bounds, and Lily Johnson couldn't run it down, and O'Fallon is on the board here in this second set. And now back to serve is Sophia Waitakavis. She serves down the line and off of Addie Munez's hands and straight backwards. So Collinsville up 3-0, now up 3-2. Another serve on the way from O'Fallon, and this time Munez hangs tough. And Huckleberry sets it up, blocked, and then blocked again. And then Aubrey Johnson gets it over, and that one almost headed out of bounds, but into the back. Aubrey Johnson takes care of another one. Far side, Avery Johnson off a partial block, and a nice pickup there by the libero. Once again, Price. Aubrey Johnson sets it up behind her for Lily Johnson. That one heads to the corner, and into the crowd it goes. And Collinsville will pick up another point, and the Kahawks lead 4-2. Carson Moe checks back in. Talisha Gilmore to the bench. Aubrey Johnson will go back to serve. I have my scoreboard up the whole time, because if I don't, then I won't be able to keep score, but it's looking like my hotspot is having a little bit of an issue here. Get out the old camera case and elevate it a bit. See if that helps. Yeah, it looked like it might have helped. Fallon gets another point, 4-3. They send it across. Almost blocked there by Mode. Far side for Avery Johnson into the back. From the far side to the near side, calling for it and taking it is Chris. Huckleberry sets it up for Mode. That's blocked down by O'Fallon, and we are tied at 4. Another serve coming up here for Kayla Williams. She gets it across. Munez touches it first. Huckleberry for Avery Johnson. Taken care of into the sideline by Thompson. And just punched across, and Aubrey Johnson couldn't get there in time, and O'Fallon has their first lead here in set number 2 at 5-4. Aubrey Johnson up front. Huckleberry sets it up for Lily Johnson behind her again. Block up front. That was tag team there by Walls and Chris. And it's now 6-4 in favor of O'Fallon. Elevating that hot spot seems to have helped. Into the back corner and off of a hand and out of bounds. And Collinsville gets things back to within 1. 6-5 in favor of O'Fallon. Kendra Ledbetter checks into the game. Zoe Hall also checks in as well. Hall will go back to serve. O'Fallon back to work. Big kill over here on this near sideline by Belle Jones. And now a 2-point lead for O'Fallon. And now back to serve. Allie Ham pops it up. Munoz on her knees takes care of it. And Avery Johnson tries to send one to the floor, but A nice pickup there, and 8-5. Another sideliner there by Jones. And these girls over here on this near side sideline are exploiting that near side sideline. Another serve taken care of by Aubrey Johnson. Hall sets it up behind her for Avery Johnson. Into the back corner it goes, and in front of the O'Fallon bench. Nice job keeping it alive. And Munoz starts the process all over again. Far side, Avery Johnson with a touch. And it heads over to the far sideline again. Taken care of by O'Fallon. Aubrey Johnson pops it up. Zoe Hall sets it up for Avery Johnson. Off of a partial block and out of bounds. And Collinsville will get a much-needed point, 8-6. O'Fallon still up by 2. Serve coming up from Avery Johnson all the way to the back line. O'Fallon, they'll send it over, and they found a soft spot right in the middle of the floor. Two girls on the back line thought it was going to be hit a lot harder than that and didn't make their move until it was too late. 9-6 in favor of the Lady Panthers. Another serve heading towards Collinsville. McMorris sends it up front. Avery Johnson sends it right back into the middle. And then over here on this near side, and a nice job there by Avery Johnson. That one had some smoke on it, but Collinsville couldn't finish. And O'Fallon, the first one to double digits, 10-6 in favor of the Lady Panthers. Here is Malia Frederking to serve. Barely made it over the net. Nice dig, and then a little bit of a recovery problem over there on that far side. 11-6, timeout on the floor. We will step aside as well, and we'll be back here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Looking for someone to help get your house in tip-top shape? Look no further than former Kahok Kara Gray with Clean Living Cleaning Services. From bathrooms to kitchens to garages to bedrooms and even commercial spaces, Clean Living is your place to go. Clean Living guarantees expert-level work done by expert-level cleaners. No matter how much grit, how much grime, let Clean Living shine. For more information, check out the Clean Living Cleaning Services on Facebook or call 618-979-9634. A clean space is a happy place. Clean Living Cleaning Services, 618-979-9634. Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Jason Regg, your Benjamin F. Edwards financial advisor, understands this. That's why Jason Regg is a proud supporter of your Collinsville Kahawks and the Kahok Sports Network, as well as the Kahok Educator of the Month Award. For all of your investment needs, see financial advisor and investment vice president Jason Regg at the Benjamin F. Edwards office in Collinsville, located at 1008 Vandalia Street, or call Jason Regg at 618-223-5215 or visit benjaminfedwards.com. Benjamin F. Edwards, member SIPC.
O'Fallon hits the ball too far out of bounds on their serve, and then Mode sends one across, but the Panthers get the kill. And it's now 12-7 in favor of O'Fallon. And the libero, Marin Price, sends one over. Avery Johnson the first to touch it. Older sister Aubrey takes care of it next. McMorris, she gets it over the net. And then Collinsville will pick up another point. I think that was too many hits there by O'Fallon. That makes it 12-8. Collinsville only down by 4, trying to win this second set to send us to a third tie-breaking set. Lily Johnson and Alyssa Huckleberry will check back in. Zoe Hall and Kendra Ledbetter head out, and Huckleberry will serve. Popped into the middle and almost found a spot, and then it does on the other side. And O'Fallon picks up lucky point number 13. I think I had the hot spot sitting flat on this shelf here. And when I picked it up, it was kind of warm. I think it needs a little something underneath it to kind of give it some air. These hot spots, man, they get hot temperature-wise, and they don't work very well. Off the shoulder and then off the arm. Surprised that wasn't called a double hit in the back. But O'Fallon got away with it, and Talisha Gilmore will take care of a kill. Her second of the night to go along with 2 blocks. Collinsville still hanging tough, 13-9, down by 4. McMorris will serve. Down the back line it goes, and up front it's moved. And then a simple little touch. Nice job on the dig there by Huckleberry. And then back into the corner by Avery Johnson. Back up front, and nice job by Avery Johnson to help her teammates out there. And then it hits that candy cane pole over here on this near side, and that's out of bounds. And it's 14-9 in favor of O'Fallon. Addie Munoz will come back in. She'll take the place of McMorris, and back to serve is Scrabble. That girl has a lot of letters in her name. Lots of vowels, too. Couple of A's, couple of I's. Into the back end, that one's in. Nice kill there by Avery Johnson. Three I's, 2 A's, and a U. Thank you, Vanna. I'd like to buy a vowel. 14-10. Collinsville down by 4. And Aubrey Johnson back to serve for Collinsville. Down the middle and taken care of by Price. And then a big kill shot up front. Gabby Belling, the senior who stands 5'11", made sure that no one was going to be able to get to that one. 15-10. Collinsville down by 5. 10 points is what Collinsville reached in that first set. They lost 25-10. And another serve. Aubrey Johnson takes care of it. Huckleberry sends it over to Avery Johnson. Back, and that one's in. Second kill by Avery Johnson. Both of them coming here in this set. And now Hall and Ledbetter will check back in. Huckleberry and Lily Johnson to the bench. Zoe Hall to serve. That was almost a miss hit by O'Fallon, but they stay with it. Partial block up front, stays alive for Collinsville. Sent over to the far side for Avery Johnson. That's into the corner, and that was not tipped. So O'Fallon will get the point and go up by 5, 16-11 in favor of the home team. A little confusion on the substitutes over there by O'Fallon. Checking into the game, Allie Ham, she'll go back to serve. Pops one up into the back. Munoz picks it up off the net, and nice job by Mode to get it over. Nicer job by Zoe Hall, but they're going to call that a net violation, I believe, because Hall ran into the net as she was trying to save that. And it's now 17-11 in favor of O'Fallon. Next serve already on the way. Munoz sends it over, and nice job there by Zoe Hall. She just simply used a two-hand pushover on the second try. That caught O'Fallon off guard, 17-12. Collinsville down by 5. Here is Avery Johnson to serve. Johnson sends one down the middle. Taken care of by the libero. Block over on the far side once again. This one by McMorris. Collinsville keeps it alive. Avery Johnson has to get it over. She does. Taken care of there and moved over here to this near side. Underhand, got it over. Popped up into the air. Here's Hall. Sets it up behind her for Ledbetter. That's going into the back. And a save back there by Price. Sent up front, and that one is going to go out of bounds. And that point belongs to Collinsville. 17-13. Kahawks back to within 4. Avery Johnson with another serve coming her way. Sends that screamer down there, and that one's going to go up into the balcony, and Collinsville's going to get another point. Avery Johnson with another serve. And that one's into the net. Never a good time for that, but when you're trying to climb back and you got back to within 3, couldn't have been a worse time. 18-14 in favor of O'Fallon. They have the serve. Here is Frederking. She'll lob one up. Nice job by McMorris to stay with it. Avery Johnson takes care of it with her back to the net and gets it over. Pushed across. Aubrey Johnson pushes it over. Hall sets it up for McMorris. Down and in. And Collinsville again back to within 3. Carson Mode back to serve. Talisha Gilmore checks back into the game, taking the place of Aubrey Johnson. Here's Mode's serve. Down the far sideline it goes. Popped up, stays over on that side. Blocked up front. Nice job by Talisha Gilmore. Tries to block it again, but this time it falls down at her feet. And now O'Fallon at 19 points. Price, the libero, serves. Aubrey Johnson takes care of it. Hall sets it up. Avery Johnson pushes it across with 2 hands. Set up into the middle, and it got past everybody and found an empty spot on the floor from the very tall Gabby Belling. And O'Fallon gets to that 20-point mark first, up by 5 over Collinsville. Price sends one far sideline. Zoe Hall sets it up for McMorris, blocked, and that one's in bounds. That one almost went out of bounds. 21-15 in favor of O'Fallon. Another serve for Price on the way. Into the middle. Avery Johnson gets there first. Zoe Hall sends it back to Avery, and that one's too far. Timeout on the floor. We will step aside for a quick timeout as well, and we'll be back here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
The Collinsville Area Community Foundation is our community's charitable foundation. We connect people, support programs, and guide resources to help our community thrive. Our board is made up of local leaders that donate their time and expertise to identify opportunities for long-term community impact in and around Collinsville. Find out more about scholarships, grants, and ways to give back to the city we love by visiting CollinsvilleFoundation.com.
Pack High School, one of 2 campuses they have. This is called the Smiley campus because Smiley Street is just outside. The other one is called the Milburn campus for the same reason. The road running right by that newer high school is Milburn Road. And Price sends one into the back line. We're back underway. One Johnson to the other Johnson. Now McMorris will send it across, and a double hit by McMorris will give O'Fallon another point. And now the Panthers just 2 points away from wrapping up a 2-set sweep here. Price back to serve again. Hannah Schmidt, very excited to be in there off the bench. I'm guessing she doesn't see a lot of time. I'm not sure. Popped up in the middle. And that's in the back line. And now it is match point for the O'Fallon Panthers. Collinsville went up early in this game, 3-0 and 4-2. And after O'Fallon tied it up at 4 and took the lead at 5-4, it's been O'Fallon's lead ever since. Collinsville has gotten back to within 3. And a nice dig there by Aubrey Johnson, pushed over by Zoe Hall. Kept alive by Price. Partial block, but it falls down to the ground. And that is going to do it for this match here tonight. O'Fallon wins it in straight sets, 2-0. And that sends us into the post-game show, brought to you by Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, owned and operated by Dr. Chris McCluskey. He and his crew are focused on helping as many people as possible live high-quality lives all through chiropractic care and wellness. You can visit Dr. McCluskey at Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, 410 Regency Center, just off of the Beltline Road in Collinsville, 618-343-3602, or online, chiropracticworkscollinsville.com. Post-game show comes your way next on the Kahok Sports Network.
I'd like to introduce you to some incredible new technology we have available here at Chiropractic Works. The machine is known as an Invisired lipolaser machine. The Invisired machine emits a red light and red laser that combine in unison to go through the skin layers into the adipose or fat tissue and cause the cells to go ahead and metabolize themselves. The Invisired technology is the only machine that's FDA approved for fat loss, stimulates collagen and elastin, improves the function of the lymphatic system, boosts metabolism, and increases metabolic response. Typical response after the very first treatment is 1/2 to 2 inches of loss in body measurement. So if you think that this technology could help you accomplish any weight loss or aesthetic goals, we would be glad to have you come in for a consultation, get a first treatment, and experience the amazing benefits that Invisired offers.
Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Lottie's Cafe offers food, cocktails, and gaming in a great atmosphere highlighted by fast and friendly service. Lottie's Cafe also offers a unique menu that features soups and salads, sandwiches and paninis, pizza and flatbreads, appetizers and desserts, as well as breakfast. That's right, we said breakfast. Unique breakfast items such as a breakfast stromboli, a breakfast BLT, and breakfast burritos. Lottie's also offers creative cocktails, a wine bar, the coldest beer around, and a video gaming area for those 21 and older. And don't forget the Lottie's Cafe gift certificates. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Check them out online at lottiescafe.com, on Facebook, or in person in the Strip next to the Walmart Neighborhood Market. Or call Lottie's Cafe at 618-223-8256. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside All-Star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today at 618-344-2800 in Collinsville or 314-241-5253 or online at lakesideroofing.com. Choose experience, choose Lakeside. Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahok fans, before, after, or even during Kahok games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahok games live, as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carryout orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahok fans' pub of choice.
Once again, we welcome you back here to the Panther Dome at O'Fallon Township High School. Collinsville drops this varsity match tonight 2-0. JV also lost 2-0, but the freshman girls, I just found out, won over in the other gym by a score of 2-1. So a nice job over there. Joining us now is the assistant to the head coach on the varsity side, but the JV head coach, that is one and only Brenna Swartz. How are you, my dear?
Good, how are you?
Doing fantastic. All right, let's start with your JV girls. You guys battled it pretty good. Not so much in the first match. You lost 25-13. There were moments when you looked good. But that second set, you guys looked really good and gave them a game at 25-21.
Yeah, that second set, I told all of them at the end, I was like, guys, that was impressive. Like, I'm very proud of you for how you played and how you conducted yourselves throughout that.
Yeah, you guys were down 12-9, came back and tied it up at 14. You took your first lead at 15-14, then 16-14. And it went back and forth like that for a while with nobody really leading for very long.
Yeah.
Then you guys went down 22-19. That's when you called a timeout. What did you say to the girls then, trying to keep that focus in there?
Just telling them if you're frazzled, just go back to the basics and hold your platform and serve receive and be where you're supposed to be. Do your job. Go back to the basics.
Didn't work, did it? Just kidding.
Unfortunately not.
Yeah, they went up 24-19, but you guys still didn't give up. You got a couple more points to make it 25-21. So kudos to the JV team for not quitting.
Yeah, and something that I've kind of started with them this year is I will set specifically 3 goals for each game, and I let them know those goals right before they go out on the court. So tonight we actually had a goal of getting 10 kills, and we ended up getting 13.
Nice.
So baby steps. We're heading the right direction.
Yeah, that's good. It's always nice to head in the right direction. All right, let's move on to the varsity side. Told Aubrey Johnson during our interview that Collinsville hasn't beaten O'Fallon in girls volleyball since 2011. Did win a set last year, so there's a lot on the line. O'Fallon's really good, have been for a long time. What makes them so tough?
They are a team that is very consistent with having their girls play club, and which is essentially year-round at that point. So they are just getting more experience faster than what our girls are.
All right, so I got my first look at Zakia McMorris. She got the call-up as a freshman. So what do you guys like about her?
We love her being in the front row. She's very active. She's a solid hitter, and she's somebody you can be like, hey, I need you to go in the game and do this one thing, and she will go and do that for you.
I was talking to Aubrey. You know, I do my homework before I do these things, and I was looking up all the stats. Aubrey is a 4-year starter, not just a 4-year player here for Collinsville. But, man, I tell you what, 661 serves coming into tonight in her 4-year career. Only 20 errors. That's good for 97.1%. How good is that?
Can you say that again?
661 serves and only 20 errors for 97.1%.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's outstanding.
Yeah, and I also told her she has serves received started tonight at 955. So she's going to, at some point this year, she's going to have 1,000 serves hit at her.
Yeah.
That's pretty amazing.
Hopefully we can gauge when that's going to happen so we can be ready for it.
Yeah, because I don't know if there's any record books for volleyball. I haven't seen one. Basketball does a nice job keeping track of those records.
I'm sure there's somewhere.
All right, well, if you find one, you let me know, dear.
I will.
All right, so you got Belleville East Thursday at home. That's going to be on the Kahok Broadcast Club Student Network with Mr. Zach Roseman. So Belleville East, kind of one of those teams that's kind of iffy. You can beat them, right?
Belleville East, yeah. Oh, we can definitely at least put up a solid competition. I don't know what the outcome's going to be, but you can hope.
Well, if you knew what the outcome was going to be, you and I need to go down to the sports book at the casino, start making some bets there.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Brenda, thank you very much for the visit. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, that is Brenda Swartz, the JV head coach and the assistant to head coach Katie Cease on the varsity side. Collinsville loses here tonight, 2 sets to none, on both varsity and JV, but the freshman young ladies pulled out in the other gym, 2 sets to 1, so nicely done there. All right, that is going to do it for us here tonight. I will be back with you on Thursday. We have soccer here on the Kahok Sports Network. We'll be back at Kahok Stadium as Collinsville takes on Belleville West, looking for a little revenge in the earlier loss at Belleville West, while Zach Roseman will have the volleyball game from Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium as Collinsville takes on Belleville East. A big thank you to Aubrey Johnson joining us in the pregame interview. Another big thank you to Brenda Swartz joining us in the postgame interview. My name is Todd Duke, and until Thursday, everybody have a fantastic Tuesday.